A heavenly visit. I'll start with declaring that I've always been skeptical of the legitimacy of paranormal stories. In summer of 2016, my wife and I welcomed our daughter to the world. We come from a tight-knit family, so of course we made plenty of time for all our immediate family to spend time with the baby. Most notably was the time we spent with my grandmother, Susan. She was head over heels in love with her new great-granddaughter. We saw her nearly every weekend, even if just for a short time. Let's fast forward to the new year, January 2017. My mum rings early one morning and informs me that my grandmother has passed in the night, rather unexpectedly. It turns out that her cancer had returned and she chose to refuse treatment and ride it out without telling anyone. At this point, my daughter is only 5 months old. Let's jump ahead a couple of years now to my daughter at age 4. It's a quiet afternoon at home. My wife and I are straightening up a bit while my daughter plays with her dolls. Out of nowhere, she starts laughing hysterically and blurts out, "I love you too." I turned around to look at her and I very briefly see something surrounding her for a split second. Not a dark spot, but a distortion of some sort, and it immediately leaves, like dust blowing in the wind. I ask my little girl who she's saying "I love you to," and she says, "I was playing with Grandma Susan. I just about shit my pants." She was barely 5 months old when my grandma passed. There's no way she remembers her, let alone her name. We have occasionally mentioned her here and there, but my daughter wouldn't form any recollection of her memory. My grandma, bless her soul, would always without fail say "I love you" when we were leaving. I was freaked right out and delighted all at once. Fast forward 2022. My son, born 2018, is flipping through an old photo album with me one day. We come across some old photos of me as a young child playing in my parents' backyard. He stops, looks at one of the pictures and says, "Dada, that's Grandma Susan." He never met her. Recounting my daughter's experience a few years prior, I just burst into tears and said, "Yeah, buddy, it sure is." There's not a fraction of doubt in me that my grandmother occasionally visits my kids, and I'm 100% okay with that and thankful for it. I'm not sure what awaits us after we pass, but I'm pretty convinced our souls live on.